Hello, my wonderful honey drops. Today I am here with the wonderful Keith the Dinosaur Boy.
Hey, what's up? It's me,
And we
Keith
also
the
have
Dinosaur Boy.
and we also have Omega Man here, but he doesn't want to be verbal right now. So he's just in the corner. But he wanted to watch the funny animatics. So today we are going to be watching Epic the Musical. I believe Keith, you've read the Odyssey?
Uh, Not in full, but I've read a little bit of it.
Okay, well, obviously, for those who at home who may not know, Epic the Musical is about the Odyssey, but in musical format, and it is separated into sagas. And today we are going to be doing the Troy Saga, and that is 5 songs. I have it on my other screen, so I know exactly where the songs stop. However, our first animatic that we're going to be watching is actually 2 songs in one, because they did 2 animatics and they just put it together. So I'll pause it before it goes into the other song. That way we can talk about it. Okay? Did all that make sense?
Yeah, yup.
All right, perfect. All right, and we can see the YouTube video.
Yeah. I can see it.
Okay.
Omega Man, can you see it?
Thank you for your input. Oh Lord.
Yeah, of course. Cool.
Um. Anyways, the horse and the infant.
Alright, my brothers, listen closely. Tonight we make the Trojans pay. 10 years of war, they killed us slowly. But now we'll be the ones who slay. Think of your wives and your children. Your families wonder where you've been.
I will say, I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but there is a ticking sound.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, so this is a slight spoiler. It's nothing like major, but that's the motif of Athena. If you ever hear any sort of like ticking or clock sounds or anything like that, that usually means that Athena is either nearby or watching, because she's kind of like the overseer to Odysseus, because she's known him for a long time. So, just a little fun fact for you today.
They're growing old and yet you're still here. Do what I say and you'll see them again. Yes, sir! Diomedes will lead the charge. Agamemnon will flank the guards. Menelaus will let our mates through the gates to take the whole city at large. Teucer will shoot any outburst attacking. Little Ajax will stay back. Nestor, secure Helena, protector. Neo, avenge your father, kill the brothers of Hector. Yes, sir! Find that inner strength now. Use that well of pride. Fight through every pain now. Ask yourself inside, what do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for?
What do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for?
Penelope, Penelope, and Telemachus. I fight for us. I fight for us.
What do you live for?
Penelope,
What do you try for?
Telemachus.
What do you wish for?
I'm on my way.
What do you fight for?
Attack!
I love the ombre. I think that's so pretty.
Who was that?
A vision of what is to come cannot be outrun, can only be dealt with right here and now.
Tell me how.
I don't think you're ready. A mission to kill someone's son, a foe who won't run, unlike anyone you have faced before.
Say no more. I know that I'm ready.
So who do you think is behind the door? Just a guess. What
Oh,
kind
shoot.
what kind of person do you think is behind the door?
Oh
given.
my god, a bear!
So
I hate you
good
so
guess.
much.
Good guess, Omega Man.
I hate you
Good
so
guess.
much.
It's so
I
true.
hate you
It's
so
true.
much. Oh my god. No, do you? Based on what Zeus, that by the way, that was Zeus if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, that's fair.
Based on what Zeus said, what do you think is behind this door? Do you need to go back to listen to it?
Hang on, yeah. Go back a little bit.
Okay.
I don't think you're ready. A mission to kill someone's son, a foe who won't run, unlike anyone you have faced before.
Say no more. I know that I'm ready.
I don't think you're
So, what kind of person do you think is behind this door?
Let's see. Someone who won't. Let's see. Someone who won't run.
Mhm. To kill someone's son, a foe who won't run.
Someone's son who won't run. Is this a friggin' child? This is a baby.
Is that what you're locking in? Is your
I'm gonna lock in. Good old fashioned child. I'm going to.
Willikers.
It's just an infant.
The horse and the infant.
It's just a boy. What sort of imminent threat does he pose that I cannot avoid?
Now, here's the other question I pose to you, because I just like asking questions about things. If he does not, like, why do you think Zeus is telling him to kill this child?
Let's see. Trying to think back on like the brief stints
Of the Odyssey that you know of.
The
Yeah.
Odyssey that I've read.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard retellings of like the Iliad, but the Odyssey
Right.
I'm less keen on.
Right.
And we didn't say this before. I'm mostly just a Fate fan. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think if people have seen other videos of you and me, they should know by now that you're a Fate fan. They should also know that I'm a Fate fan by this point. But I'm also a very big Greek mythology nerd, so I drag all of my friends into Greek mythology stuff.
Let's see. So, because most of the,
Do you want to just see what happens and then?
because
Because Zeus is about to
because
tell
I'm-
us, so
okay, that's fair. Because I'm thinking of like all of the, there's very, from what I remember of the Odyssey, there's very minimum like actual human threats that Odysseus himself faces. From what I remember in the Odyssey, it's mostly a lot of sea monsters. And,
well, if he doesn't kill this child, a threat will happen. So why do you think killing him stops that threat?
I mean, wait, did he say specifically a threat to Odysseus, or just a threat in general?
It's he saw a vision, and it's a vision of like basically a future. That little like that he had, like the ghost that like attacked him in the like back here, right? Right here. This. So why do you think then killing this child stops that threat? If you don't know, we can continue.
Yeah, let's just continue.
Okay. Okay.
It's just a boy. What sort of imminent threat does he pose that I cannot avoid?
This is the son of none other than Troy's very own Prince Hector. Know that he will grow from a boy to an avenger, one fumed with rage as you're consumed by age. If you don't end him now, you'll have no one left to save. You can say goodbye to Penelope. You can say goodbye.
And I've seen people be like, but it's Odysseus, he'd be able to take down a child. And I'm like, no. Well, I mean, yes, he's able to take down the child now, but if he does not kill this child, he would probably be in like his, like, he'd be much older, and it would probably be harder to fight against someone much younger than himself, or especially if it's like a sneak attack or something like that. And and especially
it's a Beowulf situation
where, like yeah, where like age catches up to you at some point. No matter how good of a warrior you are, age catches up at some point.
Right.
And
granted, I suppose Beowulf did actually end up killing that dragon, but don't worry about that.
Okay, well, like he died too, like, so he's dead too. So. But no, I think that also the another interesting thing is just like, even if he would be good against this child who has a name that I don't remember, the kid has a proper name, but but if this kid went after Telemachus and Penelope, his wife and son, they probably would have a harder of a time because they're not like warriors. One is a queen and one is his son, who, especially considering he's been gone at war for 10 years, hasn't taught him how to properly fight. He has no proper training. So if nothing else, even if the kid goes down by Telemachus, his wife's dead.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's my little 2 cents on it.
I could raise him as my own, or send him far away to make sure his past is never gone. I'm not waiting for you, down on my knees for you. I'm begging, please don't make me do this. Don't make me do this.
The blood on your hands is something you won't lose. All you can choose is lose.
That's probably my favorite part of like this whole song, is him being like, no, I don't have to kill him, I can take him home with me, or I can like send him far away, or da da da. And like my favorite part of the whole thing is he's like, I'll make sure his past is never known, and Zeus is like, no, the gods will tell him. The gods will let him know what the fuck you did. Mm-hmm. And that, I feel like, really solidifies the mannerisms of the gods. Of they're like, yeah, we can tell you that killing this kid will help you in the future, but if you don't kill him, for funsies, for shits and giggles, we're gonna fuck up your life. So, yeah, for just shits and giggles. And just the, and also Zeus's line of, the blood on your hands is something you won't lose, but all you can do is choose whose. Or something of that. I love that line. I think that's so good. But that's the end of The Horse and the Infant, so what are your thoughts?
Damn, what a strong opening.
Right? It's such a good opener. Mm-hmm. Omega Man, what do you think?
So true. So true.
So true. Thank you, Omega Man. But yeah, I think it's a very, very strong opener. The next song is Just a Man, and it's, I don't know if you remember, but I've actually done a cover of it.
Yeah, a cover of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did listen to it a bit.
Yes. So, but this is the actual version, not the B version.
Reflections haunt my days. Every man I've slain is the price I pay. Endless pain. Close your eyes and spare yourself the view. How could I hurt you? I'm just a man who's trying to go home. Even after all the years away from what I've known, I'm just a man who's fighting for his life. Deep down I would trade the world to see my son and wife. I'm just a man. But when does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze?
I love this depiction in this section, right? The tree coming out of him, like the growing of like disdain or despair from like once he learns what happens type of thing, like
Right.
and like the follow-up line of, we'll get to it, but it's, you know, like, when does a man become a monster? And I think that can go both ways, right?
Yeah.
Of
course.
like when does this child, this youngling, turn into the monster that could kill my family? And then also, with all of the killing that I've done, when am I the monster? Right? And I think, and it's so pretty.
When does a man become a monster? When does a ripple become a tidal wave? When does the reason become the blame? When does a man become...
And then, hold on, someone pointed this out to me, and I think it's so cool. It kind of looks like a skull or like a face.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's so cool.
Holy crap. Hassan, I survived that.
Honestly, it could be. Oh my god. Shut up.
When does a man become a monster? When does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster? When does a man become a monster? I'm just a man.
And then he just drops the kid. Just drops the kid. Just
Down he go.
Mind if I got in?
Megman, this is why we're not allowed to have good things. This is why we're not allowed to
So
have,
true, Omega Man.
this is why we're not allowed to have nice things. But what were your thoughts of the first two songs? Right?
I didn't realize Just a Man was the second song.
Yes. Yep. Of the whole fucking show. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I'm in it. I'm down. I didn't think that it would start with the ending of the Iliad.
Right?
But yeah, okay. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Yeah. I think it's a really strong starting point, right? Is of the fact that is of the horse leading into Troy.
Right.
I think that's just yes. Yes, and thank
See,
you.
My only complaint is that the horse isn't a gigantic neck. That.
No Deus Ex Machinas today, all right? All right,
Yeah. See, Omega Man agrees with me.
Oh, Lord. If my freaking computer would work and it would pause. So anyways, this song is full speed ahead. So now they have killed an infant and they are on their way home. Hopefully nothing bad happens.
See 600 men under my command, with only one goal in mind. Make it back alive to our homeland. 600 men.
Also, you'll see a reoccurring thing in some of these where there is a bed made out of a tree. Fun fact, Odysseus, when he first like fell in love with Penelope, he met her underneath an olive tree, I believe. And from that olive tree, he built their wedding bed. And so anytime you see a tree bed, that's their olive tree bed. So, fun fact. So a lot of times when they're talking about like, I want to go home, blah, 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 you'll see this tree bed because that's his, that instead of showing like Penelope's face, they'll show like, the wedding bed. So, yeah.
600 miles of open sea, but the problem's not the distance, it's what lies in between. And did they cause waves?
I love that. Do you, how many of the monsters do you remember or know of from the Odyssey?
Let's see. Skyla? Is that from the Odyssey?
There is, I think I know what you're talking about.
Scylla.
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 That's right.
Okay.
God, I hate pronouncing Greek.
Don't even worry about it. I feel the same way.
Not nearly as much as I hate the Welsh, but
But okay, so Scylla, any others that you remember?
not necessarily a monster, but Cersei.
Fair.
The Cyclops.
Okay.
That one's kind
Do
of
you?
the big one.
Yeah. You don't have to have the answer to this, but do you remember what the Cyclops' name is?
Not the name.
Okay, that's fine.
I do remember what he did. I do remember what happened. What occurred, but
that's fine, and that is totally fine. I just was curious. Is there any others that you remember at all?
I feel like I do remember a few more, but
Do you want me to tell you what the flashes are, or do you want them to be surprises?
Hang on. Go, let me see him again.
Okay.
600 miles of open sea, but the problem's not the distance, it's what lies in between. And did they cause
I do somewhat remember some of those. I think I saw the Scylla in there though.
Do you remember?
But the names are not coming to me. To be
That's
honest.
okay. Do you want me to tell you? Because there was only 3 flashes. Do you want me to tell you what
Yes.
they were?
Or
do you want it to be a surprise? Because if you want it to be a surprise, I will.
Sure.
Let it be a surprise.
Let it be. Yeah.
Okay. Surprises shall happen.
waiting? My kingdom is waiting. Penelope's waiting for me. So force me to force me to Captain, you really just 600 men. 600 men with big mouths to feed. And we run out of supplies to eat. First the war of whose source depleted. 600 men. 600 reasons to take what we can. So Captain, what's the plan? Captain, what's the plan? Watch where the birds fly. They will lead us to land. There will hunt for food, my second in command. Now for speed
I love that. Like the we're up, we're off, and away we go underneath Odysseus. I think that is so fun. And also I love the kind of like fluid way that we learn who Eurylochus is without it being like, this is Eurylochus. he is my second in command. Like, it doesn't feel as robotic, you know?
Right.
And I love it. I think I love the way that they introduce characters, because it's I would say it's pretty fluid every single time. And
For sure.
and I really really love that. And I think that when a character is introduced, the music that surrounds them, because like I know that Jorge, the person who created Epic the Musical, each main character has an instrument.
Mm-hmm.
And so I love that you can feel that with each character. But it
Right.
doesn't feel like a harsh, like, crack into another instrument, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's not like, this is a violin, and then suddenly someone's a piano. Like, it feels very fluid, and I love that.
Right.
Also, I will tell you that a lot of these songs that we're listening to are the original versions. There's like basically a remastered version of some of these songs, but I like these animatics, and I don't want to find new animatics that have the new songs on them. So, so we're not doing the remastered versions. So there, if people like this enough, then we will. But right now, no. We're up and away we go.
There in the distance, I see an island. I see a light that faintly glows. Maybe they're people lighting a fire. Maybe they'll share some food, who knows? Something feels off here. I see fire, but there's no smoke.
I say we strike first, we don't have time to waste, so let's raid the place.
I love Polities. Polities is like, what the fuck are you doing?
Actually losing his mind
Just,
over there.
what are you doing? I love Polities. Polities is such a cutie patootie. Like, but he's such a good guy. Look at him.
Something feels off here. I see fire, but there's no smoke.
I say we strike first, we don't have time to waste, so let's raid the place and...
No. Polities, gear up. You and I'll go ahead. You and I'll go ahead. We should try to find a way no one ends up dead.
We don't know what's ahead.
Give me till sunrise, and if we don't return, then 600 men can make this whole place burn. Now full speed ahead.
So something that I don't know if it was purposeful, but I do know that, at least from my knowledge, I might be wrong, but from my knowledge, that there was, on giant ships like this, a lot of times they would have drummers, so that way everyone was rowing in time.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I love that you can hear a very, like, consistent drum beat in
Right.
this, because it's almost what's the word when it's the music is happening, but but everyone else can also hear it.
Diegetic.
Diegetic. Thank you. I like to think that drum beat is diegetic, because because that would make sense on these giant boats, because there's like I think there's like 5 in the fleet, I think, or no, I think it's 6, because I think each boat holds 100.
Holds 100.
Yeah, so I think so. It's 6 boats. 6 boats. So I like to think that all of them to be rowing in time would definitely need those drummers to make sure that they all stay together. So that's my own little headcanon type thing. So is that the drumming is probably diegetic. So
Fair.
and then also fun fact, so Odysseus's instrument is actually a guitar, and it's about to switch into an electric guitar, but that still makes it Odysseus, because sometimes it's like an acoustic and sometimes it's an electric guitar.
Mm-hmm.
So fun fact of the days. So many fun facts.
We're up, we're off, and away we go. We're up, we're off, and away we go. Full speed ahead.
So what were our thoughts on Full Speed Ahead?
All right.
So where do you think they're landing? They saw an island in the distance. Where do you think they're going? Like, where do you think they're landing?
Let's see. Is this? I'm trying to I'm trying to remember if this is the Cyclops or not.
I will tell you that there is one stop before, because they had to get something before going to the Cyclops. It was an accident getting it, but they had to get something before they met the Cyclops.
Oh, okay. I see.
In some iterations. Sometimes, I will tell you, sometimes the Cyclops just goes to sleep. Other times, this happens.
Fair enough. Oh, jeez.
I know, I'm really testing any Greek knowledge that you...
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm gonna be real, it's been, like, actually, like, a hot 3 years since I've read, like, the brief stint of the Odyssey I have.
Which is fine. Did you
actually,
ever...
wait, it's 2025. 4 years.
Did you ever watch the Percy Jackson series? Yes, you did.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I did. Yeah, the one on Disney Channel.
Yes.
Disney Channel. Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, yeah. Do you remember the casino they went to?
Oh.
That's your one hint. That's your only hint.
Okay.
And this song is called Open Arms. If it'll play. Here we go.
You can relax, my friend.
I love this pose. I love Politis' pose. I think it's so funny.
I know what you are.
I know what you are. Just, oh my god. And I love the facial feature. Like, oh my god, it's so good. It's so good.
I can tell you're getting nervous, so do yourself a service and try to relax, my friend. And find Politis. Think of all that we have been through. We'll survive what we get into. I know that you're tired of the war and bloodshed. Tell me, is this how we're supposed to live? Look at how you grip your sword, enough said. Why should we take when we could give? You can show a person that you trust when you stop.
This man just was like, yay! And the sword's gone.
Uh-oh.
And the freaking, like, goofy... goofy, like, arm wiggle. I love Politis. I think Politis is such a cutie patootie.
Thank you, Politis. Very cool.
Politis is such a cutie patootie, and just... And I love this song. The beat of it is so... Gets fucking spooked by a butterfly. Like, oh my god. To have that kind of PTSD is wild. But it makes sense. He was at war for 10 years.
Stay back.
So now we have friends. I don't believe they are in actual Greek mythology, but these little guys have been called Winions. That's what they're called. They're called Winions. And they're little just goobers.
My friend, greet the world with open arms. We're only here for food. 600 friends are waiting for us to show our faces. Stay back, I'm warning you. If we don't get back safely, my men will turn this place into blazes. See? This life is a
That quick color shift, I love it. Just the... See? Like, this is great! Look at him, oh god. The little Winion that wants upsies. And they brought him his sword back. The guy's sword back.
This life is amazing with open arms. Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, when you light up the world, here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. My friend, I wish that I could say that I agree, but look at the way this fruit is glowing and filled with glowing seeds. It took me a while to notice just what kind of fruit they.
What is it, Keith?
It's the fucking.
What's it called?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the fruit is called, but no, it's bad, dude. It's bad. It's bad. It's real bad. Stop eating it. Get the hell out of there.
It's just what kind of fruit they eat. It's a lotus. It controls your mind.
Yeah.
It never lets you free. That's what we'd get with open arms. Lotus eaters, I'd like to show my friend that kindness is brave. Could you tell me where there's other food to eat? A cave! You're saying there's a cave where we could feast. And where do we sail to find this food-filled cave? Thank you. This life is amazing when you
And now they're bringing them liquids of the lotus juice. That's what this is.
greet it with open arms. I see in your face there's so much guilt inside your heart. So why not replace it and light up the world? Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. You can relax, my friend.
There's a little thing that leads into the next one, but so what do we think about open arms? What are our thoughts?
No, closed. Hold on. Stop it. No,
What?
look
You don't
over,
think we should
look
be
over,
happy?
look through.
You don't think we should open our arms to everyone who crosses our path?
No. Bad idea.
Whatever.
Sounds
What?
bad, dog. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Omega Man, do you think we should open our arms?
Let's go gambling!
No, wait, no.
Honestly,
No,
that
wait,
fits.
hang on, no.
Honestly, that fits given the fact that the Lotus Eaters
no,
make a
stop.
casino in Percy Jackson.
Stop gambling.
Oh, stop it, no.
No.
And then there's this little flash warning. Are you truly fine, Odysseus? Let's just go. And now we're going to the next song, which is called Warrior of the Mind, which will be the ending of the Troy Saga. And then we're going to record the Cyclops Saga after this, but that's for next week people to watch. So so this picks up literally right where we were, where he tosses him the
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you?
Athena!
so she just rips his soul out of his body. Actually, so they don't really cover it in the show itself, but Athena has these things that she's able to do called quick thoughts, where she's able to basically have your brain work faster and think better strategically. However, she also kind of can do reality marble stuff. That's kind of what she's doing here. When she is able to give you a quick thought, she is able to kind of put you in a mind bubble of her world. I think at least that's how it's portrayed a lot in animatics and in some of the canon animatic work. So right now, his soul is being pulled out of his body into what could be considered a reality marble of sorts.
I see.
And now they're going to have a 3-minute and almost 4-minute conversation in the span of like 2 seconds.
Yes.
So yeah, magic. Ooh.
Have you forgotten to turn off your heart? This is not.
Do you know how Odysseus knows Athena?
I mean, I know that they're associated with each other, but
Yeah.
like, I forget how exactly.
Okay, they'll go over it in the song. Probably when you hear the myth, you'll be like, "Oh, that was Odysseus," because that's how I was. Because I
see.
forgot that it was him who did the thing. Anyways,
You know what? Hang on. So.
Yeah.
Cool. Weird question.
weird.
Does Odysseus actually get the Aegis shield, or is that purely a fate thing?
They don't talk about the Aegis shield in
Okay.
in the show, at least. I'm not sure.
Fair enough.
I'd have to like look at it. Like
Yeah,
I mean, we're
because
going
I
through
don't-
it again,
I
but
don't-
I don't.
yeah,
They don't talk about the Aegis shield like at all.
yeah, that makes sense. I don't because I think it's purely a fate thing, mostly because Odysseus is associated with Athena.
Yeah.
And so he's just given it.
He doesn't. I mean, I don't, because that's the shield with Medusa on it, isn't it? Or is that something else?
No, I think that's something else.
Because I know that Athena has a shield that has the head of Medusa on it.
Is that not the mirror shield that she gives to
Oh, that's what she gives Perseus.
Perseus?
No, because that's different. Well,
Right.
I think. Oh God, it's been so long since I've had to look at Perseus. I think what it is there's so many different shields, but I know that Athena has a shield that has Medusa's head on it. But I'm pretty sure she gave him. But I'm pretty sure it was the shield that Perseus used. Like it was his shield that he used. I don't think it was a gift. I think it was just the shield that he was using. Because most
Well, okay,
shields at the
hang on.
time were, I believe,
Well,
were
hang on.
bronze.
Wikipedia actually does say that like the Aegis may sometimes feature the head of a Gorgon, so
Then perhaps it's the Aegis shield.
maybe it is the Aegis shield. Who knows?
Either way, I'm pretty sure it was the shield that he had, and then he like gifted the power of the shield, and like Athena like put it together, and she kept it.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Right.
Anyways, he's having a mental breakdown. Don't worry about it.
No, don't worry about that.
I see you changing from how
I love. First of all, I see you're changing from how I've designed you. What a god thing to say, right? But also I love her design in this. The freaking winged mask and like just like the like it's so pretty.
Have you forgotten your purpose? Let me remind you. Goddess of wisdom.
And she's got little owls as her pins.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love it so much.
Of war. My life has one mission. Create the greatest warrior. I had a challenge, a test of skill. A magic bar only the best could kill.
Do you remember the magic boar? At all?
Wait, that's. My brain is thinking the Caledonian boar, but that's Atalanta, not Odysseus.
Correct. No, Athena made a boar that actually I just know that he was the one, but Atalanta might have been a part of it. Again, so many stories get woven into so many other stories, but
Yeah.
One day a boy came for the thrill of
it's him and his buddies.
rivals of wars and will. Let's go! Maybe one day he'll follow me and we'll make a Show yourself. I know you're watching.
I don't know if you how much time you spend on freaking TikTok, but this sound, like this part of the song, was on TikTok for a long time.
Well,
And
it's the first I've heard of it.
Okay, it's just
So
there's
because I don't really spend any time on TikTok.
that's
so.
right. There's like a lot. Well, that'll make my life easier when we watch these songs because there's so many sounds that come from these songs that at least I don't have to worry about you being like, oh, I know about this, and then
Yeah, fair enough.
like ruining the surprise or something. But anyways, so time skip, and now he's a little older, and he's looking for whoever's been watching him.
Show yourself. I know you're watching me. Show yourself. I can see you.
How can you see through my spell?
I was lying, and you fell for my bluff.
I love
Okay.
that laugh. I love that laugh so much. Oh my
Okay,
God.
buddy.
It's like ha ha ha.
Well done, enlighten me, what's your name?
You first, and maybe I'll do the same.
Nice try, but two can play this game.
Nah, don't be modest. I know you're a goddess, so let's be honest. You are Athena. Badass in the arena. Unmatched, witty, and queen of the best strategies we've seen.
If you're looking for a mentor, I'll make sure your time's well spent.
Sounds like a plan. Goddess and man, best is a friend.
He'll see where it ends.
Okay.
Look, his little face. He's so cute. Just the little, he's so excited.
Man, best is a friend.
He'll see where it ends.
Okay.
One day they'll follow me and we'll make a greater tomorrow. Then they'll see I know we'll change the world, 'cause we are the warriors of the mind. Maybe one day we'll reach them and we can build their skills as we teach them. If there's a
The dog.
we'll have the
Oh my god, it's the dog.
we are the warriors of the mind. I still intend to make sure you don't fall behind. Don't forget that you're a warrior of a very special kind. You are a warrior of the mind. Don't disappoint me.
And that is that's the Troy Saga. What do we think so far?
Pretty good.
Okay. I think we'll go per saga. Favorite song so
Sure.
far?
Oh god, that's a good question. Let's see. Just a Man is pretty good. But ooh. The Horse and the Infant is also just a banger opening. It's a toss up between those two, I think.
Between Just a Man and Horse and the Infant?
Yes.
That's fair. That is fair.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
very,
not
very
sure
good songs.
which one. I'm not sure which one I'd put over the other.
This is fair. I think out of those 5 songs, I think I've listened to Just a Man the most, but that also could be that because I have a cover of it. But I think my favorite animatic out of all of them is probably Warrior of the Mind. I think it's so pretty, like I think Horse and the Infant and Just a Man are also very, very pretty, do not get me wrong, but I think the like facial expressions and all of that in Warrior of the Mind is, and like the color that's used and all that, I just think it's so pretty. Which one's
for
your
sure, for
which
sure.
one's your favorite animatic that we watched?
Ooh. As far as like animatics go, probably Warrior of the Mind. It's damn good. And like as you said, the design for Athena is just really, really strong.
Mm-hmm.
God.
And I love the subtlety of owlness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like she still looks like a person,
Right.
but but if you were really looking, you're like, oh yeah, no, that's got the vibes.
Mhm.
And I just, it's so good. Omega Man, do you have any final thoughts?
I am the purple guy.
Very good. Very good.
So true.
So true. So true. Well, thank you guys all for watching. Obviously, I'm gonna now immediately go into the Cyclops saga with Keith. However, you guys won't get to see that until next week, so please look forward to that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And both of the people, even though Omega Man isn't talking, he will also be in the description, so please go show them some love. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Later, gamers.
Bye bye.